Women online plan to do a mass cheat first campaign in response to Klay cheating on Megan Thee Stallion. You can't make this shit up, man. You understand me? You just can't.
It's the book of Alpha Running, read it or weep. Now, I want y'all to understand something. Women are deciding that because Megan was not good enough for Klay, and this idea that he cheated, she never said he cheated. She said she needs fidelity and truth. That's her response to him saying, I don't think I can be monogamous to you. Or anyone for that matter. If a man says, I don't think I can be monogamous, when a woman starts to pressure him about monogamy, now, babe, I can't give you that. That's what a stand-up man does. Now, if he had told her, yeah, babe, I'll give you that, and then been sleeping with everybody she knows, it would have been a totally different ball game. You know what I'm saying? If you let women judge you, you can't win for losing. So don't let these bros judge you. Let's get into this, man. So beware. If your broad is a supporter of Megan Thee Stallion, she probably cheating on you, man, or trying to anyway.
We talk about Meg Thee Stallion yesterday, niggas gonna say I'm hating. Everybody, they just don't want to hear it.
What they don't want to hear.
You know, niggas be like, yo, Klay Thompson fumbled Meg Thee Stallion. And then we got to sit here and fake be careful with our words so that niggas don't feel offended. You rap about being a hoe. Mad rappers fuck you. And then Klay Thompson fumbled. But we got to be politically correct. The status say, no, I don't think so. She's doing her thing.
Status important.
She talks about, all right, so let's just have a conversation.
There we go.
About what
That's
she's
what
rapping.
I came for.
The name of our song is called Wet Ass, right? Then she promotes having wet ass mad other rappers, and then you get what you don't want to be monogamous, and he fumbled.
All right, man. So what you hear is Cam calling out his little cousin, saying, well, you know, she gonna take the woman's side regardless, and say that he fumbled Megan. Listen, brother, there is no such thing as fumbling a woman. I got the video coming up for y'all later this week, man. Probably tomorrow. I probably have it for y'all tomorrow, where, you know, people saying Nick Cannon fumbled Mariah. He didn't. He divorced her. He left her. Megan didn't break up with Klay. Klay told her, I can't give you what you want. That's effectively the end of the relationship. If a woman says, I want this from you, and you say, I'm not giving you that, you just ended the relationship. But a smart man gives a woman the power to say she ended it, so he ain't got to worry about her chasing him and doing all that crazy stuff, man, busting out his windows and all that. But I want y'all to understand something. A woman believes that she is something for you to hold on to. Listen, brother, man, Klay 6'5", and you're going to hear what Mase say later on. He's 6'5", rich man, and famous. You know what I mean? So let's be honest. When we look at what women say they want, Megan ain't the best that Klay can do, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because to say that Megan is the best that Klay can do, then you got to look at it and say, okay, well, that's the best that Partisan Fontaine could do. That's the best that DaBaby could do. That's the best that Tory Lanez can do. That's the best that the soccer player could do, whatever his name was. That's the best that all of these guys can do. And in reality, you know for a fact that that's just not the truth. And listen, man, I'll say this before we continue. I'm going to leave this chat open for a little while. But moving forward, if you want to be a member of the live chat, man, you want to be in the chat, it's going to be members only, man. But I'm doing this for y'all, man, because it's been so long since I've been live, and I want to give y'all opportunity to experience it. But the members already know how cold it is to be in the live chat where it's members only. So I'm going to leave it open, man, until we get some foolishness in here. So long as we don't keep the foolishness in here, we can go ahead and do it, man. But let's go ahead and get it.
What's the thinking? I don't know the thinking.
And she said he's supposed to settle down. How's he going to settle down if she preaching
that?
I just feel like...
Let me stop you. You speaking on behalf of the AKAs. Before the show, you talked about being an AKA.
Yeah, I'm speaking on behalf of my personal own thought process. It has nothing to do with anybody else, no organization, none of that. I just feel like you know who you decide to date. Like, it's not like it was a secret. It's not like anything was hidden. That was always her career. That was always her song. If that's not something that you wanted to be part of, you didn't have to date the girl.
But I think...
Yeah, but that's the whole thing is too. Hold on, Mert. The whole thing is, and don't be mad when I decide to leave.
I just
Yeah,
think
how you gonna force them to stay?
it's not forcing somebody to stay, but also if you don't want to stay, and these are her words, I don't know their relationship, I don't know these people, but from what she said, if you don't want to stay, you don't have to cheat. You can just be like, I just think we should go our separate ways and leave it at that. That's my thing. I don't think people have to stay together. I don't think you need to force a relationship.
I don't
But if you
trust
don't
on
want to
the
be in a
internet.
relationship anymore, you could just say, hey, this isn't working out. We're good. And we go our separate ways.
The crazy thing is, that's exactly what he did. He said, no, if that's what you want, we can't go that direction. And now the relationship is over. And again, women will harp on the fact that the woman says she wants fidelity. She's just saying the man can't give it to her. And I'll tell you something else about a young woman like Stat. When you hear her talk, you hear the delusion of a woman. She says, well, if you don't want that, then you don't have to, then you shouldn't date her. Man, people don't date to get married. Megan, listen, man, this woman been dating men all throughout the industry. And now suddenly, when she has a man that women deem worthy, see, here's the problem. They didn't put no pressure on her to marry Partisan Fontaine, did it? They ain't put no pressure on her about none of these other guys. But Klay is one of those guys that women thought would be a good man to marry. So you know what happened? You know why? Because he seems to be one of the good guys in their eye. But we know, man, listen, man, if you know Klay history, man, Klay a sniper. You understand me? He a sniper. But women look and say, okay, Megan found one. Now they think everything is just supposed to go away and the fairy tale ending happens. She's still believing that the fairy tale ending should happen because she's saying, well, you don't have to date that person. Man, women date all the time. These bros ain't dating to get no husband. So all of a sudden, he's not supposed to date her if he don't want to give her what she want. The crazy shit is these women meet men all the time who want to give them what they want, and then they don't want to get it from that man. So, man, you listen, just listen to Delusion of a Woman, dog.
That's all. That's my thoughts. I don't think anybody, regardless of who it is, it could be somebody that I even hate. I don't think anybody deserves to be cheated on. I'm not going to say that.
No,
But the whole point is this, right? How do you know? Because that's what she said.
That's why I'm going
You're
based
just going off what.
But that's all you can do.
Exactly.
All you can do is go based off of
Exactly.
what somebody has said. Like,
So
if
what
any
if
of
he
y'all up
says-
here told me that somebody cheated on you, I'd be like, I don't like that because they should not, even if I don't know the other person's perspective.
I'm going based off the fact her songs. Maybe I just want to have some fun for a little while. You said you had whatever.
But that's not
Let me
even,
see what
I
it's
don't even
about.
think, because like we see musicians and
Now, I want y'all to listen to what Stat says right here.
artists all the time rap about things that they have no business being part of. They don't know nothing about that life. I don't know nothing about any type of certain type of life. That doesn't mean that I'm associated with that or that consumes who I am. I just think it's music that people like to listen to. Same with her career. I don't know
Not with a
know
song
what
like
life
that,
she's
Stat.
about, and I don't know what life Klay Thompson's about. We don't know nothing about Klay Thompson until we saw this.
You're right. We don't know nothing about Klay Thompson until we saw this because Klay is just a basketball player who kept his private life private. Well, Megan is a rapper. She says everything about herself. So what she's basically saying is that the stuff Megan raps about, she's just rapping about it. She don't really do it. Think about that shit, bruh. The things she raps about, she don't really do it. And then you look at the example of Cardi B. She rapped about it too. What did she do? Wasn't even divorced yet, man. Went and let somebody, man, shoot her club up, dog. Still married to her husband, man. Still got a little bitty girl, little bitty baby girl. You know, not a newborn baby, but still got a little bitty girl. And she go and do this, bro. I'm telling you, man. Not a little bitty boy, I think. Whatever it was, a little bitty kid. And when you think about it, bro, these two women got on that song together, man. And when you think about how they rapped about it and what they rapped about, you got to think about what you hear this woman saying. She's saying that you're supposed to forgive a woman's transgressions no matter what the hell she's done in her life. And only a fool does that. You understand? There's only going to be one Russell Wilson. Listen, you had Steve Harvey in one generation. You come down to the next generation, you got Russell Wilson. Now, you got to go much younger than Klay to get another one of those. Because Klay and Russ are kind of in the same age group. They're in the same generation. You got to go a lot younger than Klay. You got to go a lot younger and a lot dumber than Klay. And that's what they wanted Klay to be. They thought Megan Thee Stallion had her a damn Russell Wilson. Well, the difference between Megan and Sierra is Sierra may twerk and move her body a lot, but she don't say the shit that Megan says. Other than that, they thought they had a Russell Wilson, dog.
You know, Klay was in a relationship with her.
It was posted, but go ahead, Cam. I hear all of you guys' points. Like, that is fine. You guys are valid to think what you think, and I'm valid to what I think. We just think differently. That's all.
It's like a girl saying, "What? A guy asking a woman, why did you cheat on me? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? You know how much I love you." Listen, if she's doing it, she don't love you back. This is just what it is. I hate to bring you harsh truth because you're so young and vibrant.
You're so young and vibrant and green.
I hate to give you. Just think about it. If he's saying this to her, he doesn't choose her. She's just coming into the knowledge of that. And I think when people go to the media with it, they already knew that.
Truth. They already knew that. So what she does in order to save face, what happened is Megan thought she was the one. Why? Because Klay enjoyed her. Brothers, look what I tell y'all. What I tell you guys is, if you're new to the channel, I've been telling my guys this the whole time I've been, doing this content on this platform. If you see me out somewhere with a woman, she gonna look like she my woman. If we at a restaurant, she gonna be cuddled up under me in the same side of the booth, and we're gonna be able to having a blast like a married couple. You understand? And then after we have our time together, she go back to her life and I come back to mine. But if you see us out somewhere, we're gonna be having a blast. You understand me? If you see us anywhere, we're gonna look like a married couple. We're gonna look like a couple. Why? Because when she's with me, I get the wifey experience and she gets the husband experience. That's how it goes. That doesn't mean that I'm finna wife her ass up. That just means that if she earns the time and space to be with me, then we gonna enjoy the time the way two people that enjoy being together should enjoy it. Women thought that meant Klay wanted to marry the woman. You take her around your family. Okay, I'm going around. My family has an event. I'm bringing you. Think about that, bro. We've been doing that shit our whole lives. If you got a new chick, man, and your family having an event and you go, you're going to take your new bad chick with you, right? They may not ever see her again. But you're going to take her with you then, and she's going to enjoy your family, and y'all going to kick it. Why? Because y'all enjoy being together. Women don't understand that. But you know when women understand that? When they have a husband at home they don't like, and then they go cheat on him with the nigga that they like being with and go have that experience with him. Then they understand it.
You know if a guy is marrying you or not. You know that. You know that. So you said he got cold feet. How did he buy a ring?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know anything. I'm just going based off of what was said.
You know that was just fun. That was just fun for him.
We're assuming.
You know what it is also too?
No, we're not assuming.
You want is telling you what he wants.
Oh, my bad, man. My bad. I done went too far, dog. My bad.
So I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying women.
No, I know you're saying.
My bad, man. I done clipped.
I'm not talking about you. Yo, running jump to somebody's defense. No, it's.
Hold up, man. My bad, dog.
He got cold feet.
Okay, here we go.
How did he buy a ring?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know anything. I'm just going based off of what was said.
You know that was just fun. That was just fun for him.
We're assuming.
You know what it is also too?
Now you hear when you tell a woman that's just fun, stat says we're assuming men only have fun with hoes. Listen, no man in his right mind. You got to be a desperado to wife up a hoe, man. None of us do that. We just don't do it. It don't matter how much we enjoy her. But you listen to Stat, she believes that a woman can go hoeing around and still get a quality husband. No quality man is going to settle for that.
No, we're not assuming.
We're assuming.
Go ahead, Cam.
You know what it is? Sorry, Mo, to interrupt. You know what it is too? Is that this, right? Is that and I love women that stick together and all that. I do. But no, it's
There we go.
Like, you know that sounded crazy.
nah, cause you know why? Because sometimes women stick together and they don't even know each other, and they'll just be like, they're a woman, I'm gonna take their side. And then when it's time for another woman to have your back, they're gonna be like, I don't even know her like that. I'm not talking about you. You'll run and jump to somebody's defense, and then when you need them to jump to your defense, they don't even know you. So I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying women in general. I know it's woman power, but make sure when you have that girl's back, that the girl's gonna have your back when you have a problem too.
Yeah, this ain't the one to be
Yeah, this.
I'm
Let me
just
ask you
stating
something.
clearly what we. I don't even think that this is a crazy take. I'm just going based off
No,
of
this has nothing
girl
to do with you. I'm just
No, I know you're saying something different, but
I'm
Maurice's
looking
face
at her like
over
she
here
crazy.
giving me these faces. I just need to be clearly. I am going based off of not knowing Meg and not knowing Klay and going based off of one statement that this woman has said.
You know what, man? Let's look at that statement. Hold up. We're going to look at that statement right now, brothers. We got to look at this statement right now. Y'all give me a quick second, man. I should have had it pulled up on the screen, but I don't. But we're going to look at this statement right now. And we're going to quote it verbatim. We're going to quote this statement verbatim. We're going to quote it verbatim because we got to get down to the meat of what it is. Okay, here's what she says. I've made the decision to end my relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. That's what she said. Then she says, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. But so when you think about it, man, here's a woman who, because a man says, I can't be monogamous with you, then now she wants to put all of this stuff out and say the man cheating and all of that. The girl that she accused him of cheating with, that girl came out and said, I don't even know Klay. Never met the man personally in my life. But you got to understand, women are looking for a reason to not be the cause of a breakup. It's always got to be the man did something. Sometimes the man just don't want your ass like that. Why women just can't accept the fact sometimes no matter how good you think you are, no matter how fine you are, no matter how sexy you are, no matter how wet your box is, none of that stuff, a man just don't see you like that to put you on that next level. It takes a special kind of woman to be a wife, and these women are not special kind of women. They special, but not in the way that you need to be a wife. You understand me?
About a public relationship. All I can take from it is clearly both parties were confused. I don't think anybody should be cheated on. And if you don't want to be in a relationship anymore, you don't have to stay.
Clarity question. Did Klay ever post, this is my baby?
Actually,
this is my wife. My wife.
Baby, yes. Wife, I don't know. I don't really care that much about the relationship.
No, I'm asking you. I'm just asking clarity questions.
Yes, he said baby, but they posted their keys of their house. They posted a lot of things together. I'm just going based off of what I saw. I don't know what happens behind closed doors.
So whose house is it? If they
see, here's what women don't understand. This is when you got paper. This is what you do. You don't bring a woman to your home. Unless you're serious about her. So Klay would rather just go get a little side spot. And he might have already had the spot. But we talking about a man who done made well over $100 million in his career. Going to get a little career with their broad ain't really nothing. You know what I mean? So it's just another piece of real estate for him to get. You know what I mean? Nobody's complaining about investing in some real estate. So the fact that they got another spot, he got another spot for them to chill at. In a woman's mind, that means we finna be together. In a man's mind, that means, okay, we're gonna spend some time together, but you ain't laying your head in my bed. Ain't nobody laying their head beside me on my pillow but wifey, and you ain't wifey. Women don't get that. They believe that means we finna be together. Women are not smart when it comes to relationships because they try to feel their way through everything and they want to accept only what feels good. You know what I mean?
They want to leave.
I don't know. That's between them. I'm just stating what I see.
That's why you don't get a house.
Man, this was fun.
That's all. I'm just
This
stating what I
was
see.
fun for him.
I just hate breakups. That's all. I don't like that for anybody.
Okay, there's no person in this chat who ever seen Klay with Megan Thee Stallion. No offense to her, and thought that he was about to marry this woman.
Church.
No God thought that.
No,
I feel like
No God thought
no,
that.
I just feel like this is like a man. This is where I have to do that. Like
no
a lot
God
of the
thought
women
that.
think one thing, a lot of the men think one thing, and then there's some crossover.
Let me clear this
You
up.
saw when
Go ahead.
Megan was cooking for his pops?
Yeah.
He didn't even look like he wanted that breakfast.
I disagree.
Okay.
He
all right.
looked like he liked it. What did he do? Like a certain eye look that was like, he doesn't like the food.
It's something that guys know, like.
I disagree.
Hey, son. Hey,
Now, listen to a woman disagreeing with something that guys know. You can't give a woman the game. So that's why I tell you guys who, and I know some of y'all do this, stop listening to the content with your broad. You take what you need for her, and then you use it with her. You take whatever you need, and you apply it to your interaction with her. Stop letting her sit and listen to it, dog. This ain't even for her understanding. You know what I mean? This is for your understanding. This is for your pimp edification. You understand me? So you can get that beta male angina up out your man and keep him at bay. You understand? You got to keep him at bay and keep him suppressed to where he ain't gonna never rise to the surface no more. But you wasting your time, dog, trying to give a woman the game because the game is for me and you. It ain't for our bras. You understand me?
son, he go one of these. Son,
Man, listen to me. I'm on the backside of my career. Man, I was watching her on some videos. She looks like something. Let me play around. That's it. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I did not look at those two and be like, man, that's about to be a power couple and they gonna roll off into the sunset. This is fresh off of her public. Like, ain't no man of that stature, like Mase said,
hundreds
off of 6, 7, 8, 9 public relationships that you about to be like, this is what I'm settling down with. That's a fact.
And it's good for you to know this.
I
Yes.
just feel like if that's the case, then nothing should have been public.
No,
It's
but I
public
feel like-
fun. It's park.
No, that doesn't make
There's
sense.
park.
No, that doesn't make sense. to me.
There's
I
parks.
just
You
feel
have
like-
a park public. They're having fun in the park public.
No,
So public fun don't make sense to her, but when Megan was with all these other guys, it made sense. Where was she when Lori Harvey was having fun with Michael B. Jordan? Where was she then when Mike was doing all that expensive Valentine's stuff and the broad was just playing with him and broke up with him? You know what I mean? Here's what you're hearing, and I tell you men this all the time. A woman will embrace the truth and then push the truth to the side because it doesn't feel good, and she'll recreate the narrative in a way that feels good to her. Now, she's accepting this truth. She just don't want to admit it. She can't admit it right now because she needs to feel good. She can't accept the fact that even in her past, this is what it makes a woman do. She has to accept that the things she's done in her past, a man who knows about it is not going to view her as wifey. For a woman to believe that a woman who's had all these public relationships like this is going to be the wife of a man like Klay, they look at one Russell Wilson and they truly believe that there's other Russell Wilsons out there. And they'll never stop believing it as long as they see Russell Wilson and Sierra, dog. They will hold out hope that they'll be the next one in the next million to get that. Sierra is 1 in a million. That Sierra Russell Wilson situation is 1 in a million. It's 1 in a million. So you look at the two women who have that. You got Margie Harvey and you got Sierra. And you look at anybody else who has that, who just a man was at his height, at his peak, and he chose a broad who wasn't worthy, who had been ran through by multiple guys. You knew Russ was a sucker. Nigga, I'm not finna wife up Ned that Bow Wow hit. When Bow Wow hit, when she was with Bow Wow, I was like, man, ain't no way. I am not finna wife up Ned. There ain't no way Bow Wow finna be able to say, man, I used to hit your wife. No way. If anybody could be able to say it ain't gonna be Bow Wow, man. It ain't gonna be Bow. Bow ain't gonna be able to do it. Because let me tell you something. Bow Wow goes to his baby mama house, and when he pick up his kid, he pick up future kid too. And let future kid spend the day with him and his kid. So when you think about it, man, you look at what's happened with Megan, dog. You look at what happened with the baby and his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the cat, but I know he was sitting right in there with the baby mama. The baby mama just had a brand new baby. The baby was new, baby was newborn. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you treat your old lady how she deserved to be treated in your brain. I can't control that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But you don't record it. So you think about it, bruh. You think about how these women move, man, and you think about how these women pattern. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. Wait till we get through. I'm gonna play the rest of this clip on through, and then we're gonna get into some facts about modern women. I ain't gonna slow it up too much no more, man. Let's keep going.
I just feel like if you like, look, it's just my turn. If that's what you want to call it, you don't publicly post all of that and introduce them to your family.
Can I say this? This is just my opinion, my humble opinion.
He was introducing her as a celebrity.
I don't think so. I just think feelings change, and that happens in people's relationships, and that's fine.
I think
there's a problem. I just think there's a problem when cheating is involved.
I want to know why in the hell they acting like these people were together for 10 years, though. They were just dating a little while. So in this time, these women think this man's supposed to be done wifed up their broad in this short period of time? Come on, man.
I was just trolling you,
I don't care. Move on. That's life.
I was just trolling you.
No, you're not, though. You're not. You're actually not trolling. I'm just saying, like, if you want to move on, that's cool. You just don't cheat.
I'll say something before we go.
Go ahead.
So, two things. One, this was payback for you not skipping the show when Cam was getting on me. Pause. You don't need, this went all the way over your head.
Not skipping? When do I don't...
Remember they was joking on me? I was like, yo, change the subject.
Oh, yeah, this commercial breaks?
Yeah, this is my get back. Right?
That's fine.
Stat.
I can take it. Right.
Stat. No, this is really a clarity moment. It's for women to know if you're out there and you got like 6 or 7 public relationships, no real guy up there making hundreds of millions.
No,
it's gonna be an anomaly that he picks you.
It's gonna be an anomaly that he picks you. So I want y'all to understand, brothers, and here's what I really want y'all to see. I want y'all to understand, man, that modern women are cooked. You see what I'm saying? Modern women are cooked, dog. Because the reason is they seek guidance from each other. But what you have now, you don't have any women who are in a home every day being led by a man. You got a bunch of single women who don't have any idea of what it means to be a woman, telling these women that you could just, being a woman, you could be whatever you want to be. You could be a dude if you want to. It don't matter. You can act just like a man and still be a woman. There's a man out there for everybody. Yes, there's a man out there who's enough of a sucker to wife up Megan Thee Stallion. There's one out there. But she ain't found him yet. There's a man out there who's sucker enough to wife up Lori Harvey. But he ain't wifed her up yet. We could say Michael B. Jordan would have done it. Maybe he would have. But she ain't woman enough to make it to that point. See, you got to think about this. Here's what I want y'all to know. Women know the burden of their baggage. They know the burden of their baggage. But she wants you to ignore the weight of that burden. She wants you to come into her life, take the weight of the burden of her baggage, and make it feel better for her because you take it on yourself. Think about when you hear women say that you should come into their life and fix a problem. You should come in their life and make their life better. If I didn't fuck up your life, I'm not making your life better. It ain't my job. It just ain't my job. Man, I'm not finna give a woman nothing. I mean, listen, a woman wants money from me, she got to come earn it. I pay well for services provided. I ain't talking about sex either. Nigga. I don't pay for that. But I pay well for service provided. I pay a woman to keep my crib clean. I do that. I pay a woman to do my thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, if there's a service a woman can provide, then I'll pay her for that. But just giving a woman money, just put her in a position because she made bad decisions in her life. What women don't understand is only a broke man cares about a woman's money. Only a broke man does. And then there's men who have less money than a woman. If you're a man, then you don't look at that as power for a woman that you want to be a part of. I mean, let me rephrase that. You look at that as the type of power for a woman that you don't want to be a part of. If a woman pay the cost to be the boss, she the boss. It don't matter. It don't matter how much of a man you think you are. If she paid the cost to be the boss, she the boss. And if a woman don't have nothing to offer you but her body, it doesn't matter who she is, unless it's a body that hasn't been touched by anyone else. Now, if a woman ain't never been touched by nobody else, hell yeah, man, that's a body for you right there. But most women don't know what a healthy relationship with a man looks like. So they'll believe that because you take them to meet your family. They'll believe that. They'll believe that because you do some videos with them. They'll believe that because you take them to enjoy a pastime that you enjoy. But that's why I know women do that. That's why I keep them away from it. Man, listen, I fish. I'm a fisherman. Women have always said, I'll go fishing with you. And my response is, no, you won't. I'm not taking you. Well, I just want to go and do what you do with you and enjoy it with you. Oh, well, I'm not going to enjoy it with you there. Well, that's not a nice thing to say. It ain't got to be nice, baby. It's true. I'm not going to enjoy it with you there. I don't want to hear your voice. I'm going to ignore you. Like, I don't want you talking to me. I don't want you relying on me. I don't want you to ask me where the bathroom at. I don't want you to ask me when we leaving. I don't want you to ask me none of that. So I'm just not going to take you. Because if I take you and you get to enjoy that thing with me, these are experiences, brother. I want y'all to remember. You got to be careful who you create experiences with. Because experiences to a woman equal quality time. If you just let a woman come through on Netflix and chill, y'all don't do nothing else, you can keep her at bay. You go to taking her around, doing things with her, man, she's going to lock in. She's going to believe that means you like her because women don't have the common sense to know that when you just having fun. And one of the reasons is society is a woman's main influence. So if enough people get into her ear and tell her that what she's doing is right, or what she's doing is wise, or what she's doing is smart, or she has this power that she really doesn't have, or she's as beautiful as she thinks she is when she's really not, it don't really matter what the reality is. Women don't want reality. They don't want the real reality. They want to be able to make whatever reality they want. And they want you to respect that they live in this fantasy world. See, women don't understand. Here's what women really don't understand. And I want y'all to know this so you can understand where a woman's coming from when you're dealing with her. A woman wants to fight you and be protected by you at the same time. That's the type of logic that women display. Think about that. She wants to fight you and be protected by you at the same time. And that's why when this happens right here, the first thing a woman does is throw insults, throw salt at your name, tell all your personal shit. Like, whose business is it that the man was going through things, man? He's on the downswing of his career. Yes, he's not Klay Thompson of old. He's not Splash Brother Klay Thompson anymore. He won't be in the league. He probably got a couple more years in the league, if that. If he get one more year, he going to wash out the league in a couple years at least. Why? Because his best years are behind him. That's a tough thing for a man to accept. But here's the thing. Maybe this was just a test for this broad. I test women like this all the time. I give her something. I give her something to think about and fret over, and then see how she responds to it. Listen, I've cut women out before because I told them something like this. I just don't see, we ain't gonna be able to be together. You got too many things. I ain't got time to be trying to fix all that. I ain't got time to be working through all that. I'm busy. And she responded with a whole bunch of cussing in the text. Listen, brothers, hadn't ever said one profane word before. Didn't listen to it in her music, didn't do any of that. Triggered that emotion, that rejection emotion. And man, listen, bruh. I'm talking about a flim flam, you mother pop top flim look, you mother. I said, God dog, boy. What the hell just happened? But that's what happens. So while women are saying Klay should have this, Klay should have that, Megan is showing who she was. And you know Klay ain't gonna come out and say nothing bad about the brow, man. You know what I'm saying? Klay moving on so clean that people sending me clips talking about Klay said Megan cheated first. I listened to the clip, nigga ain't saying nothing about Megan, man. So I want y'all to listen to this, man, and never take this off of your mind. The majority of modern women are broken beyond repair. Stat. We don't know nothing about her history, but just listen to her talk to Cam and Mase, we know she's broken beyond repair. But she wants you to waste your time trying to fix something that can't be fixed. That's why men be married to a woman for 15 years and then she just ain't happy. That bitch wasn't never happy. But you had enough tricks up your sleeve to keep trying things to make her happy. 15 years in, you ain't got nothing else. Or you just tired of trying to make the broad happy. Right? And so now she's back to embracing the unhappiness that's always been there. If you got to jump through all these hoops, man, and always do something for a broad and always buy her a gift and always do, man, that woman ain't happy. You trying to pay her to be happy, bro. Happiness cannot be purchased, man. It's not for sale. Think about all the stores you've been in your life. Think about all the websites you've been on in your life trying to buy some shit. You ever seen happiness on there? Never. So happiness don't come with a discount. It's got to be built over how you manage your life and how the people you allow to be in your life and the people you keep away from your life. So the problem is when you got all your shit together, a woman has nothing essential to add to a relationship, dog. So when you look at a man in Klay's position, what can Megan possibly add to his life? She damn sure ain't a respectable woman. So what can she add to his life as his wife? Women want you to be a fool and marry the wrong woman. Why? Because women are miserably lost. The majority of women will be single, and the ones who aren't single, they have settled for a man who is less than they thought they deserved. Because the reality is they never did deserve what they thought they deserved. A woman like Megan who getting money, she gonna end up with a man who she got more money than. That's just how it goes. You take a woman like Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was with Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola was the head of, was it Sony? I think it was. He was the head of Sony Records, man. When you think about it, he was the head of it. Way more money than she could ever think of. She couldn't keep him. Nick Cannon had less money than her. He was just happy to have the woman. She couldn't keep him. So she can't keep a man richer than her or a man broker than her. None of these women can, because if you're a man, you're going to stand on certain principles, and these modern women aren't built for that shit, dog. They don't know anything essential about relationships. They don't know what a real woman behaves like, because if they believe you're supposed to marry a woman like Megan, they have no idea what a real woman behaves like. They don't know what a healthy relationship is with a man because they ain't never had one. The majority of women never had a healthy relationship with a man, dog. They never seen one. The majority of their mothers don't have a healthy relationship with their father. And it doesn't matter if another man steps in, the brokenness that a girl feels from not having a positive relationship with her dad and not even seeing her mom have it, that shit don't ever heal, dog. These women are broken beyond repair. And they're so selfish, they can't even master the basic connection between male and female, which is the physical connection. What does that mean? See, physical first for us and physical first for women means something else. Physical first for us is based on arousal, right? We see a woman, she's the most beautiful woman we ever seen. We want to put some babies in her, right? A woman, physical first, is just based on stature. Who's tall? Who's muscular? Who looks strong? But when it boils down to it, when they get into that situation, they can't control their bodies. So that's why a woman, just think about how much of a better chance she would have had if she wasn't sleeping around with all these rap guys. If she wasn't sleeping around with all these niggas and all these public relationships, she would have had a much better chance. But no man can give her that chance. It don't matter how much Klay liked her, dog. It doesn't matter. Whatever he felt for her, whatever he thought he felt for her, is too much baggage for him to overlook it. And it's not even about, let's say even if a woman changes her life, she's never going to be that anymore. It doesn't matter. The weight of the baggage is there. It don't matter if no more baggage comes. The weight of the baggage is there. Let me tell y'all something right now. When you're on a plane, I fly Delta, you get 2 free bags. You know, you get to check 2 free bags with no charge. And of course, you get your carry-on stuff, but I mean, 2 bags that got to be loaded on the plane and on the luggage bay. You get 2 bags. I don't give a damn who you are. You want to check a 3rd bag? Your ass gonna have to pay for it. It's different. It don't matter what the bag is. If you got to check it underneath the plane, you got to pay for it. It could be smaller than your other 2 bags. Guess what? They're gonna put it on the scale. You got to pay for it. That's just the way it goes, and that's how it is in real life, man. A woman has to pay for her mistakes. She got to pay for her sin. She got to pay for her infidelity. She got to pay for her scallywagness. She got to pay for her wholeness. She got to pay for all the things that she's done. And you know how she pays? By having fewer options for the type of man she really wants. And that's what these bras can't accept. That's why a woman who got 5 kids by 5 men believes that she's supposed to have a millionaire. Find me the woman with 5 kids by 5 men who got damn millionaire. A woman with 5 kids by 5 men, a woman with 5 kids by 5 men, if she get a man, it's gonna be, let's just say it's gonna be the lowest level of dude that's out there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody that had to come live in the house with her and because she got food stamps and he ain't got nowhere to live. Women don't understand that the majority of them have built themselves into a place where a man got to be desperate to take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like either they're grossly overweight, or they're not feminine enough, or they wear so much stuff on them that you can't even see who they really are, or they drink a lot, or they do some other type of recreational substance, or they always in the streets, or they stuck on that church foolishness and all of that, man. It's always something, dog. The options are limited here. And we as men have to know that. They don't deserve many of the things they think they do. They want to deserve everything but earn nothing. What has that woman done to earn Klay's respect enough for him to say, okay, I'm going to marry you? I'm going to marry you. You got to be a sucker. And let's think about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, I can see why Russell Wilson fell for Sierra. Y'all see his first wife? Y'all see that Caucasian wife he had, man, with that big mouth, man, who had her mouth open like a horse, man, when he got drafted? Now look at Sierra. Totally different situation. So I can see why Russell would get called like they a square dude, man, went to a school, it went to Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you grow up and your first wife, if you're a black man, your first wife is Caucasian, man, let me tell you something, bro. You grew up in a different environment. And so, yes, seeing Sarah move the way she moved, man, probably caught him up. I get that. But Klay is a sniper. He done had Megans before. Hell, we've all had Megans before. A thick little hood chick with a potty mouth, little bit ratchet, fine as hell, flexible as hell. Got that water fountain, throat goat action. We've all had that. This one is just famous and people know who she is. So the hood chick that you had, to you, Megan is the same to Klay. She's just something to play with, not to stay with. And women can't accept that fact, dog. They can't accept that fact. And like we just saw with Stat, a woman will accept the truth but still convince herself of the lie. Stat don't believe none of the shit she's saying. These women don't believe none of the things they saying. They know damn well that when men talk, we never talk about a woman like Megan being our wife, ever. But let's rewind. Cardi B is an example. Offset wifed up Cardi B. But Offset is a hood dude. He happened to make good in rap, but he a hood dude, man. He's straight up gutter butter. He a gutter bug. So that's different. If you from that environment, then your antenna don't navigate the resources the same way. You look at a woman like Cardi B as the vision of what you wanted when you was in the hood. Well, if you ain't never had that issue where everything you ever saw was a hood chick, you don't look at it the same. You know it's something to play with, not to stay with. And so when you think about that connection, when you see how Cardi B behaves, and then you look at her and Megan doing the song, why in the hell would Klay be fool enough to wife her up, man? And not to mention this thing with Tory too, man. Bro, I couldn't imagine wifing up a woman. I just couldn't imagine wifing up a woman who, it don't matter what the situation was, but a man she used to smash is in prison for something that got something to do with her. Man, that's bad energy. I wouldn't even smash her, dog. I'm going to be honest with you. Just because of that thing right there, a man you used to smash is in prison. Ain't no way. Hell no, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, dog. I ain't even lying to you. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't trust it. I think something going to happen to me, man. And let me tell y'all something. The majority of these women are too hurt to ever be vulnerable enough with you. And so you better not ever be vulnerable with a woman. Vulnerable is feminine and weak. It's for women. Let me tell you something. Have you heard all's fair in love and war? I know you have. What that lets you know is that love and war are comparable. So when the hell have you ever seen the winning side in a war win because they were vulnerable? No, they won because the other side's vulnerabilities were exposed. So when it comes to being a man and it comes to love with women, man, you at war. Because let me tell you something. You put yourself in a situation where a woman can use you, she'll never get tired of using you, man, ever. She'll use your ass for 20 years if you let her. She'll use you until you run out of resources to use and then toss you to the side because you ain't got nothing else she can use no more. This ain't bad. It ain't good. It's just true. This how women function, man. And I want y'all to keep that in y'all mind. Don't let yourself be out here and get caught slipping because something that you should just be dipping. Now, you out here ring flipping. You ain't got time for that, dog. Don't put yourself in that situation. Stick to your standard. Have a standard. Don't ever lower that standard for some broad, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. And it don't matter if she famous or not. Because Stat ain't the only woman that supports Megan in this. She ain't the only one. And let me tell y'all something. If Klay did cheat on her, she deserve it. She been living her whole life, this whole time. Now she supposed to get some kind of respect. But fortunately, Klay can't cheat on her. Let me tell you something, brothers. And I want you to remember this. If you ain't put a woman in a wife position, you can't cheat on her. You can only cheat on your wife. So look around you at the women that you got in your life or the woman you got in your life. Ask yourself, is this my wife right here? Is this wifey to me? Have I told her it's just me and her and we in it to win it forever? We gonna ride it out. We gonna ride off into the sunset. If not, what the hell you holding yourself hostage to a broad for, man, and you don't even view her like that? It don't make sense, bruh. Because a woman knows when you don't respect yourself. And if Klay had married Megan, she would have known for a fact that this man don't respect himself. Because deep down inside, if Klay had been the man that ran through a whole bunch of women, I guarantee you, Megan wouldn't have been trying to be his wife. Because you know what the main thing is? It ain't got nothing to do with the bodies. It got something to do with the fact that that's your MO. If you've been catching bodies your whole life, damn me to believe that you're going to stop catching bodies. You're a body snatcher. Megan Thee Stallion is a body snatcher. Lori Harvey is a body snatcher. Sierra was a body snatcher. Too many men done touched them. And at a certain point, that's just nasty, dog. It's just nasty at a certain point, brothers. And I want y'all to understand that, man. Get these couple of super chats here, man. Who we got in here, man? We got Supreme, man. Appreciate you, Supreme. A woman is going to be the victim or the victor. Dr. BOA, man, she going to be the victim or the victor. And she going to try to be both at the same time. They so bold now, they try to be both at the same time. So she the victim because Klay cheated on her, and she the victor because she got rid of that nigga, right? She's sick of it. She need a break. She about to go do her thing now. Come on, man. Donnell Phillips, man, salute to you, Phil. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the dub you're preaching right now, Doc. Salute to you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I want y'all to think about this as well, man. And I want y'all to really, really think about this. Everything that a woman thinks is good for her, society dictates that. Now, the problem with that in this day and age is that her society is just women. Women don't carry themselves in a way where they're trying to impress a man. They're trying to catch a man, maybe, but they ain't trying to impress you, man. The majority of women don't want to be married, dog. They don't date to be married. They date to be ran through. They just want to date. Neil Long was just recorded saying, hey, I'm just finna get out here and date. I just want to date. Women do not date to get married, but they want you to. Ain't no, that's why I don't play the dating game, brothers. I ain't really got time for it, man. These women losing it out here, man. So you got to think about this, man. And I want y'all really to understand this. These women believe they can live, think, and behave like a hoe and still be somebody's wife. This is what they believe. But what we see as men, and that's possible, it's true. We just talked about Cardi B. But what's really the issue and the thing that you have to focus on as a man is that every man who does that regrets that shit. Man, you don't think Offset regret wifing up Cardi B? You don't think that? You don't think Biggie regret wifing up Faith? You don't think he regretted wifing up Faith? Look around you, man. Look in your real life. Look at the guys you know, man, who wifed up a woman that's cheating on them. Look at the guys you know who done wifed up somebody's baby mom with 2-3 kids, man. Those guys aren't happy. You want to see a happy man that's married, a real happy man that's married, you got to go to one of them culture, man, where the men run shit. It's over here, dog. And man, that boy Klay life would have been so miserable, man, if you'd have wifed up that broad, dog. Because once you wife up the woman and you got paper, you can't leave her unless you're willing to lose. Don't do it, man. Focus on your paper. Focus on getting yourself where you need to be, man. Do not wife up these broads, man. Don't wife them up, dog. They don't think straight. You understand me? They don't think straight. And the real problem is, there was a time where the majority of women lived vicariously through housewives. Y'all put a one in the chat right now if you think a show like The Cosby Show would work right now with women. Tell me how many women you think will respond to a show like The Cosby Show now. See, we thought it was big then. How many of you think will respond to it now when they understand that Felicia Rashad was a feminist? When they understand that Felicia Rashad was a boss chick who ran the household? How many of them would support it now? Now, how many of us would support it now? When you think about Felicia Rashad and you realize she wasn't this feminist, soft woman that's not the role they had her portraying. She wasn't a feminist, soft woman. She was a boss chick. You can say what you want to say about, well, she was trying to protect him and do all that and go. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. If a woman is hiding your food and shit that you want to eat, man, she's treating you like a child. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get it anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you can't control your eating habits, you want something you ain't supposed to have, you're going to get it anyway. So when you think about all the little particular nuances in that thing right there, man, bro, the world is different now because the internet has exposed everything about women to us. So even those women who aren't famous, they're willing to post everything about themselves. Would you marry a woman who takes pictures or does videos and show her monkey paw, moose knuckle, whatever you want to call it? Would you marry that woman? Would you marry a woman with her Cash App in her bio? Would you marry a woman with an OnlyFans? Would you marry a woman that twerks at any point? Would you marry a woman that posts pictures of herself every day showing her body? It don't even matter if she got clothes on, but if they tight-fitting clothes and she always turned to the side where you can see the curve of her ass, would you marry that woman? Now, I want you to think about how many of these qualities eliminate the majority of women you know. And then you take out the fact, you take the baby mamas out, how many of them eliminate the majority of women you know? So does that make the majority of women you know something to play with or something to stay with? Exactly. Somebody said it takes some kind of male to marry that woman. It does, because that man is, you're surely not a man if you marry that type of woman, dog. Let me tell you something. Once a woman is a hoe, she will always be that. It's a part of her spirit. A woman that lives that life, man, she has the spirit of a Jezebel in her, man. She has the spirit of a hoe in her, man. She gonna always be that. So even if she gets with a man and she can be faithful for a long time, if she can be faithful for a long time, 5 years, she can hold off for 5, it's gonna be a struggle. But when that 5th year come, dog, the hoe in her is gonna have to come out. It's got to come out. That's just the way it is. She ain't gonna never change. It's just like a lazy man. You ever know a lazy dude, man? At what point did that lazy dude suddenly, man, become the greatest hustler you ever known in your life? Never. Never. Same thing. If you saw a dude that was a great hustler, I'm talking about phenomenal hustler, when did that dude ever get lazy? When did he ever just stop caring? Didn't even worry about hustling no more? Never. Never. Because people don't change from the core of their being. They may adjust their behavior for certain benefits in certain circumstances and conditions, but the core of a woman never changes, dog. It never does. And so what you have to do is make sure that you stand firm on the shit that you know and understand about women. Guys like to say, not all women are like that. Well, damn it, when I meet the one who not, I'll agree with you. But in the meantime, nigga, I say they all like that. Every one of them. You understand me? You can't be living in America all this time and be influenced by and be influenced by all of these things that women are influenced by, and then suddenly they don't affect you like they affect the rest of these bras. That's not how this game goes. It affects them all, dog. It affects them all. Now, the greater upbringing they have, the more resistance they'll have, the more options they'll have, the more escape routes they'll have. But it still affects them all, man. It still affects them all. So I say, if a woman doesn't have a phenomenal relationship with her dad, man, you can't wife her up. You can't put her in that position. And I ain't talking about a phenomenal relationship with a dad that's a sucker and her mama run everything. I'm talking about a phenomenal relationship with a man who run his household firm and his wife still there and respect him like a king, like a giant. Because that's the only way to know she has the experience. See, let me tell y'all something. For us, masculinity is innate. You get to a certain point, you just become more masculine. You know what I'm saying? You get to a certain point in your maturity, you just become more masculine when you're growing up. And you start to view things from the perspective of a man. That's why so many men think they're supposed to provide for whatever the hell woman they ever meet. You're just supposed to be a provider for everybody. And those guys have the provider essence in them, but they don't have the logic to govern it. They don't have the other aspects of masculinity. But women have to be taught every part of femininity. Because you got to think about this. And if you don't agree with this and you ain't spiritual and you don't want to talk, you don't close your ears. If woman was a part of man, then the innate understanding of the power that you have is already in her brain. It's in her spirit. She understands that. Modern women want that. Even though they'll never be able to fully access it, they'll take a little bit of it. But here's the problem. In order for a woman to be masculine in your life, you got to let her. You got to be more feminine. If you are 100% on top of your masculinity, a woman can never be masculine around you. It ain't going to work. She'll be excommunicated first. And that's what happened with Megan. She got excommunicated. Everything was good long as she was chilling and doing all that. Then she started talking femininity talk. When a woman say, I want to be a wife, that's feminine. You can't be a masculine broad and suddenly you want to be somebody's wife. You ain't never thought about being no wife. You've been running men, you say. You've been controlling men. You've been in full charge. How you going to be somebody's wife and your ass been trying to be husbands your whole life? It ain't going to work. And that's why a woman like Megan going to always get dropped by a man who understands who he is and ain't going to never settle for less. Because contrary to what you believe, it don't matter who you are right now. If you got a feminine woman that love your dirty draws, adheres to you, reveres you, and adores you, you got a better woman than Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is a downgrade for you. And if you're a man that been out here and you've been moving around, man, and you've been sniping out here, you know damn well that Megan is just something to snipe. The problem is women can't accept that. So what they rather do, instead of saying, I'm going to clean my life up, I don't want to be like Megan, I don't want to do that, these bitches saying they rather just go out there, let's all just cheat for Megan. What? That's what y'all dealing with out here, man. And I want y'all to understand, you got to govern your mind so you don't fall weak for a woman. Because when you fall weak for her, she gets strong on your ass. Don't let that happen to you, brothers. All right, man, let's go ahead and get ready to slide on out of here, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all in here too long, man. We've been in that thing about an hour. That's enough for me, man. 2-3 hour live stream, man. I'm not gonna do it. An hour as long as I want to hear myself talk. You understand me? I don't want to hear myself no more after about an hour, man. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Man, Famo, salute, man. Good to see you in the joint, dog. Good to see you in the joint. So when you think about it, man, and somebody just said this, man, that's a good point, Asante. Megan had an opportunity to really get a win for women. But it didn't start with Klay. It started way back when she first got in the industry. All that WAP and all the shit she was saying in them songs, man, she ain't have a chance. She ain't have a chance. Not with Klay. Because obviously, Klay already knew that she wasn't the type of woman for that based on that past. See, a woman don't have an opportunity after she lived her life that way. The opportunity was gone when she rapped about all that shit and dated all these different dudes. She ain't have an opportunity for nothing. She did what a hoe does. Now, I would have been surprised. I'd have been absolutely surprised if she didn't respond the way she responded, because that's what you expect from a woman like that. You got to expect that from her. If she didn't do that, I'd be like, man, somebody investigate, man. Something ain't right. I think they did it for publicity. I don't think so. S. Clark, appreciate you, man. All these women mad about making relations revealing themselves. Crazy woman dog whistle. Man, I'm talking about absolutely revealing themselves, man. Absolutely revealing themselves. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Let me see, man. I see somebody say, somebody just said something, man, I thought was interesting. Oh, somebody says honestly, not funny. Bro, ain't nobody in here laughing about it. We grown men over here, dog. We don't laugh about these things. None of it's funny. It's reality. You know what I mean? It's reality that the delusion and confusion of women is unparalleled. I just automatically, whatever women say a real man would do this, I just automatically do the opposite. It don't matter what it is. I just make sure I'm doing the opposite. What anything on women's list or what a real man would do, I just make sure I don't do none of that shit. I take their list and check myself on it. Let me see. They say a real man does that. Nope, I don't do that. They say a real man pay bills. Nope, I don't do that. They say a real man is always on call for a woman. Nope, I don't do that. They say a real man love a woman child like it's his own. Oh, hell no, I don't do that. They say a real man... Everything on their list of what a real man would do, dog, I stay away from all that shit. Cause I don't want now one of these bras in the modern world to think that I'm a real man and that I'm finna do any of that for them. Cause I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Man's women out here, man, multiple kids by multiple men talking about they want somebody to come pay all their bills and take care of the children they had by somebody else. Let me tell you something, baby. If I didn't have no bun, if I ain't had no fun putting the bun in the oven, and getting that good loving, I ain't finna give you nothing. I'm not finna do it. That ain't my life, dog. I'm not finna come to no woman like take care of no kids she didn't have by somebody else. Man, that man laid up in that man shot her club up, man. Probably had an amazing time, man. They in there grunting and groaning and all that. And I'm finna take care of the result of that. Shit me. I'm not finna do that. I don't give a damn how bad she is. I don't care how fine she is, dog. I'm not finna do that. I'm never gonna do that. That ain't my life. I just don't want that. I don't want that for me. I think I'd be miserable in that situation. I'm sure I would be. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'd be miserable. And so that's why I say, man, don't worry about these bras right now. You got to focus on you. And that means your mama, your sister, everybody. All modern women are like this. I ain't talking about just the one you date. I'm talking about your mama, your sister, your granny, if your granny a modern woman, your aunts, everybody, your teachers, every woman that you see in this modern era is the same, dog. Modern women are modern women. Now, am I saying every woman that's alive right now is a modern woman? No, bro, listen. There are women out here that don't know what the hell is going on social media. They're not influenced by it. But even outside of that, there are some things about the nature of a woman that were here way before the internet. And those are the basics. That's the foundation of your understanding of women, right? All right. So listen, man, I got a show I'm going to do for y'all tomorrow, man. We're going to redefine alpha, all right? Everybody slid away from term alpha because they tried to make it about bras, and then you had the little Sigma suckers talking about, well, alpha got to be around the whole crowd. You niggas don't define alpha. I define alpha. You understand? I'm the alpha done daughter. So what we going to talk about tomorrow, man, I'm going to give y'all 15 characteristics that represent the new modern alpha male. And it's going to be totally different from all that old shit that those guys were talking about. No one has the key and the information on what being alpha is like Dr. POA. I mean, I am the book of alpha running me, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give y'all the word, the running me on alpha. And we'll do that tomorrow, man. It's going to be a phenomenal show. I want y'all to tune in for it. First thing in the morning, I'll put it up so you can get your alerts and set your timers and all that so you can be that, man. You don't want to miss this show, man, because a lot of you guys who think you aren't alpha, you actually are. But you let them suckers who all about women and all about sex and all about chasing bras define you, and they tell you not alpha. Well, Alpha got man, that's a bunch of things that's included in alpha, man. Some of the people you see every day are alpha. Because alpha is what? The upper echelon, the epitome, the top dog. So let's get into it, man. We'll get into that tomorrow, man. It's going to be a phenomenal show, man. It's going to be an absolutely phenomenal show, man. And I appreciate y'all being here for this one, man. I think I got another super chat right there, man. Devin of 6, appreciate you, man. They are trying to make it seem like this is the fault of all black men. I will make it my business to push back on that narrative, man. You and me both. You and me both. They want it to seem as if the way we view women is wrong, when in actuality, viewing them any other way but this is toxic. You understand me? Absolute toxicity. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Great. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the show, man. We'll be back in this thing tomorrow, man, with another show. Again, I may do 2 for y'all tomorrow, but we will do a show tomorrow on the top 15 characteristics that define you as a modern alpha male. You don't want to miss that show, man. Forget everything you think you know about being alpha and have your pen and pad ready so you can take these things down and see just how alpha you truly are if you take out thinking about chasing women all the time. All right? All right, man. I'll catch y'all next one. Famo, I appreciate you being in the joint, man. Hey, man, King Ray Ray will be in effect tomorrow, man. We got a phenomenal show on King Ray Ray, man. It's going to be dope. We'll do that tomorrow morning. King Ray Ray will be back. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all put God first. Y'all keep grinding and growing. And Famo just put this link in there for King Ray Ray, man. If you ain't subscribed to the King Ray Ray channel, go ahead over there, man, because we about to get all the way back physical with that channel, man. Phenomenal. Slightly different direction with that channel, but not so, it's going to be where it was, but we're going to improve it. Let's put it like that. Not a different direction, but a much improved presentation on that channel, man. And I can't wait for y'all to see it. Hey, man, y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. We're going to slide on out of here. And I guess we'll slide out of here to, let's see, man, what we got.